Okay, so here we have a PDrive clutch from a G4 Ski-Doo. The part that we're going to take care of now is the same on all of them, 2-stroke, 4-stroke, doesn't matter. So these are the main rollers that the ramps roll on. So when the ramp gets centrifugal force from the engine spinning, it pushes up and it pushes against this roller. The spotter stays stationary and it pushes the movable sheave down and squeezes your belt. So these rollers are greased and they are a serviceable item. You see it's just T25. So what we do, I got this off the snowmobile. You can do this on the snowmobile. You don't need to have it off on your vise. So it's T25, you pop that out and then you get one of these tools. You can do it without the tool. You can use a longer bolt, but the tool makes it much easier. You just take your T25 out, you screw the tool in. Sometimes because of the Loctite is a little hard to go in, so I just knit a pair of vice grips on it. Screw it in. And it's just a small hammer. And that comes out. You take that out. As I said, you can do this in the snowmobile. I actually kind of like to do it in the snowmobile more. For some reason I find working up and down a bit easier than sideways. You pull your tool out and this is what you get. You get a thrust washer, a roller with needle bearings. I don't know if you can see in there, but they're pretty dry. These aren't dusty. Sometimes they're actually dusty. That's pretty gross. And another thrust washer. So I got a set over here. I'll show you what we do. I find WD-40 works really good for clutch goo. So I just give them a little bath in WD-40. Get another rag. Wipe everything off. Wipe off your pin. And you look at your pin. You want to see, you see this here spot is shiny. So see if there's anything you can hook your fingernail in. There's no ridge. I can't hook my fingernail. I can't even feel a difference in that. It just looks shiny. So I'll call that good. But usually when I put them back together, I'll even assemble it so the shiny part is away from the wear area. So it just starts wearing on another part of the pin. And these are good. See, 2022 and prior are red. The new 2023s are a harder material on the black. I don't know how much difference it makes. I'll get all the clutch goo off the outside of the roller. I'll even take the rag. A little seal there. You probably won't see it on the camera, but there's a little tiny lip seal there, and you can look in and actually see pretty good if it's dusty or dirty or if it's gross and yucky. This one is actually really good. Just a little wipe with the rag. And then this is where the proper tool comes in. You can buy these online, different spots. I think Herbs has them, Grip and Rip. I put a grease nipple in mine. BRP tells you that you should use Isoflex grease in these bearings. I'll tell you that when you buy it new, it does not have Isoflex. There's no white grease in there new, it's a clear grease. I just have a good, high quality bearing grease. It's the same stuff that we use in electric motors in industry. I feel comfortable with it. I know electric motors last thousands and thousands and thousands of hours with it. So for simplicity's sake, and because I know so many of them, just slip the tool on, slip the roller on the tool, on the grease gun, and because this isn't $100 or $2 Isoflex, I don't mind pumping some grease through. I'll probably get a bit of, oh look, nice clean grease. Sometimes you get a big shot of dirty grease, and I'll keep on squirting until it gets nice and clean. So I know that roller, if I take it off here, look in there, can you see in there? The roller is full of grease. It does a good job. See that? So then you just take all this stuff, come back over to your clutch, you can start your pin in the, see, the shiny spot, put it up away from the ramp, get some more life out of it. Just put that in there, put that in there. I might need to use a flat top screw. There we go. So just get that over snug, and we'll put blue Loctite on our bolt. Always blue Loctite on clutch components. except for your adjustable pins in your P-drive. I guess that's a disclaimer. This doesn't have adjustable pins, but if you got a P-drive with adjustable pins, don't use Loctite. They seize in there, they never ever come out anymore. So as you see, you tighten this in, and that just draws in. And that's it. P-drive roller service. That easy. You can do it on your snowmobile. Takes about 20 minutes. Sat on a milk crate with your favorite songs on. Everyone should take care of that every couple thousand kilometers. Save yourself some money. Okay, so a little bit more of a close-up of the tool. So the grease comes through here. That's pretty obvious. And the grease comes out through that port right there. And the port in the end is through a little tiny hole on the opposite side, on the opposite end. So the grease comes out through here and has to force through all the rollers and build up enough resistance and enough pressure to come out a little tiny relief hole at the end. So when you pump the grease, you have to fill up the bearing inside the roller before it will spit out the end and make a mess. That's how you know that you're doing a good job with it, rather than trying to apply it inside with just like a screwdriver or something.